All right, so these presidents, right? We have president in Japan at the age of 67, Brazil, president at the age of 78, in Germany, President Frank Walter, 68, Canada, president, age of 52, but he was elected at the age of 43, seen as a youthful leader. We have Emmanuel Macron from France, he's president age of 46, and Joe Biden, age of 81. And he was the oldest president to take office at the age of 78.
Holy Jesus fucking
Yes,
Christ,
bro.
bro. Why are we electing people this fucking old? And this is not just us. This is all over the fucking
Yes.
place.
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't trust granted. My grandfather's like fucking, what, 7-8 feet below the earth? But I wouldn't trust my grandfather to fucking run a country. I'm sorry. Age does not mean that you're just wiser.
But a lot of people do believe that still, you know? That is...
This is fucking crazy,
And you
dude.
see, like, even when they're talking about this, like, I'm going to give you the example of this president from Canada. They titled it as a youthful leader. And, you know, I'm going to go a little bit deeper on this one. You know, age is... When you go to a new company, right? You're young staff. You look young, you look new, you look probably naive. People already have all these pre-assumptions, judgments of you, of like, this person ain't gonna complete the work, they ain't gonna do this, they ain't gonna do that. Like, they're gonna freaking devour you. So imagine if they're trying to be a president, how much challenges they're facing and, you know, and these prejudgments that they're facing before they even get selected as a candidate.
This is crazy, bro.
We have to know, like, what are the recommendations, like, for...
Well, the minimum age requirement for a president, this is by the U.S. Constitution, is 35 years old. Where historically, the youngest president apparently was JFK, who was 43 years old when he took office, which 43 is not old, but if that's the youngest, that's wow, bro. That is crazy. And now, if a president at fucking 70 something, or let's fucking put this at 80 years old, is running the country, do they really run the country? Like, Biden, is Biden really running the country? I doubt he's running anything, bro. He's just a face.
He is a face.
Because I doubt he's the face of the cereal, bro. But everybody else is running that shit.
And
I don't believe he's actually doing jack shit. He's running the country. He's giving a script. All right, I need you to read this, grandfather. Grandpappy, you're gonna read this shit. I do not think he's running the country. Do you believe in the Illuminati?
there was a moment.
I got questions.
There was a moment in my life where I was in high school and I used to smoke pot, and I used to smoke pot, and I would go on YouTube and I would go to all these things, and I started looking up, and I was like, I told you, these motherfuckers exist. Well, I met.
You scratch your neck while you saying that?
I met some couple people that were Masons. Mentioned a little bit about it, how they were. You know that some of them is like, how you say that, hereditario, like not hereditario, like hair. How you say that word? Fuck. Run down to you. It's like their grandfather wasn't part of that. Their father was part of that.
Heritage.
Their son is part of that. So it's not something that you can just pop up.
That you can just join. Yeah.
Yeah. What you think? What are your questions about Illuminati, though? I want to hear. Let's talk about this.
First of all, they're real, and do they run everything? Do they just run the United States, or are they in every single part of the fucking world, bro? Because if you take notes from maybe every single other country, the only one that's doing something different right now is El Salvador, who took every single fucking people from what MS-13 and put them in prison. Everybody that had gang-related tattoos, everybody going to prison. That's the only one that's doing something different, because everybody else is doing something similar. They're all fucking polluting the planet, all saying, "Oh, we're doing this, we're doing that." They ain't doing shit. You know, they're all fucking firing people, closing borders, doing this, doing that. And the only one that I've noticed that is doing something different is El Salvador. Right? Correct me if I'm fucking wrong. Put the information below. But are they controlling everything, or is this just the United States of America? And let's say UK, United Kingdom, you know, shit like that. Or is this fucking everything? Are they everywhere?
Money controls the world, unfortunately, and they need supporters, they need funds, they need to be backed up in certain, you know, things. And who is gonna make those things happen? Money. And so obviously, if they're not okay with certain things, they pay taxes. They fund. You saw when they were trying to fund. They were like, "Oh, I'm the daughter of the one who created Disney." Land was like, "I'm gonna stop donating for the campaign of Biden." Like, publicly said it. So.
Well, Disney is also their own fucking like power type shit, because it's weird how Disney is also, it has its own government system within that little park, right? It's not fucking little, it's fucking ginormous. But what was it? They weren't paying taxes or some shit like that.
I need to check on that, but we can look it up.
Yeah, I think they were not even paying taxes or anything like that. It's weird, but Disney is its own fucking political power within their own thing. It's strange, bro. I'm gonna start going deep into fucking Illuminati, bro. I'm gonna fucking do research on this shit, because
all right, let's go.
This is fucking interesting. Give me.
There you go. So what I'm searching here, what it says is that the company operated under a special tax district called the Reedy Creek Improvement District, which granted certain privileges, right, over building regulations and infrastructure in Florida property. Yeah, so the financial implications of revoking special tax status are still debated, and so it seems like they have certain privileges that has been self-governed to them, but they still allegedly still pay some taxes. But I don't know if they're, you know, there's tricks for everything.
Big businesses like this don't fucking pay taxes, bro. Regardless of what they say, they don't fucking pay taxes, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying here in this thing. But how we know all this? You know what's crazy? Like, everything that's been happening right now is so, it puts everything into question, right? Society has a structure. We have our government makes the laws, make sure that, you know, all our basic needs are addressed, that we have enough hospitals, education, work, protection, our military, all this good stuff, right? We got gas, all this stuff, right? We have peace. And the more the government, the head of the structure of this society, fucks up and does things in a shady way, it all cripples down in different areas, right? What I'm trying to follow up, because I don't want to lose myself on this thing, because I'm trying to get to somewhere with this. What I'm trying to say is, like, it's hard for a civilian, for a normal human being, to trust what you're seeing in TV, to trust what they're feeding you. And like, in this moment in my life, like, people would be like, really, are we talking about Illuminati? Yeah, we're talking about Illuminati, because at this point in my life, I believe in everything right now. There's so many things that has been hidden from us that leaves these gray areas to assume that there's more to it than we can bear. And if everything was exposed, probably society would go mad.
Yeah.
What do you think about what are your questions about Illuminati though? 'Cause I wanna indulge in that or in what I was saying.
So I just fucking ChatGPT this shit. Apparently there is some information spilled out by ChatGPT. Granted, it's ChatGPT, so this could be wrong. Founded in May 1st of 1776 in a place in Bulgaria that I cannot pronounce. Now part of Germany, created by Adam, where the fuck your name? Adam W, I'ma just say. Professor of canon law. Don't fucking know what that is. Purpose, initially aimed for promote enlightenment ideas, reasons, secularism, don't know what that is, and moral improvement. And you go further down, and it starts and gives you some. I lost myself. Where the fuck is this information? I read it earlier. Conspiracy theories. Allegedly to control the world, events, government, and economies from behind the scenes. Dude, but like, you think Biden is probably part of the Illuminati? Like, he's obviously a puppet. He's being controlled by somebody else.
You think Trump is too?
100%. He's a wild card. I don't know. I don't know if Trump is part of the Illuminati.
I think
he's a. You think so?
I think he is, but he, like you said, he's a wild card. Like, there's a moment where you push me to a point. You're trying to mess with me, trying to mess with my reputation. After all I did, after all the things I have done, then I'm gonna turn it on you. But yeah. I don't think.
Do you imagine? Sorry, I have to cut you off. Do you imagine that was? You know how we don't have any information in regards to the shooter? Now, this is a theory. This is the theory, right? There's a conspiracy theory. But you imagine that was the Illuminati? That's why we have no information in regards to the kid? Like, he had like, he didn't want to participate in all this shit. Like, there's nothing. There's just nothing. There's just questions in regards to this.
This is what I think. You want me to tell you?
Tell me.
They're like, I'm gonna give you this amount of money. I'm gonna pay your family this X amount of money if you do this. Family may or may not know that situation. The individual agrees. Good to go. I'm gonna go to the mental ones that has some suicidal ideation, that has some reason, some background to justify these actions. Fits perfect. I've been into I watch a lot of criminal shows, but I also watch a lot of documentaries. Like, I've been working in the courts for quite some time, and I hanged out at one point in time in my life with criminal minds. So what I'm trying to say is, like,
you're thinking a whole
what I'm
for
trying
yourself.
to say is white collar crime. The only thing that changes the collar. Criminal mind is a criminal mind. You're gonna be able to. That's what if I was a government, if I was Illuminati, I will pick the person that has more. I'm sorry to say this. I'm a mental health professional, so don't judge me on this. I'm not at this moment in this podcast. I'm not a professional. This is Kiara, but I will pick the most fucked up person that has all the justifications to do something irradical without no question. But you know what fucked up? Is that if every single event, I'm going to choose that same pattern, there's going to be a moment where someone's going to question, why is it that the perpetrator has a similar problem as X, 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 and X? Every event.
Every single other person.
You know what I'm saying?
Every single other person. Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
We got to stop talking about these topics. This is giving me
I'm
a headache.
sorry. Like, you know how I get when it comes to this.
I'm running out of battery on my camera, so we got to fucking cut this off before my battery dies. So, guys, thank you for watching another episode of the podcast. If you guys want to see more, please make sure to follow us on social media. We're going to leave all the links below. Sorry, my battery's dying. We got to go. Bye.